my name is Jenny. This is my channel, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. In today's video, we are continuing with our New Craft Day Stitch and Chat series on the Swan Lake Cottage. And just before we get started, just want to say a big welcome. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. If you are new, I hope you will enjoy the video. Consider becoming a part of the family here. And for everybody who is returning, thank you so much, my friends and family. I love you guys. Thank you so much for always coming by to support me. Guess who is already on her way over here wanting her photo shoot? Well, I hope everybody is having a great day as you are watching this. If all of you could give me a thumbs up, that just helps out my channel, helps me keep doing what I'm doing, helps other people who love cross stitch find their way to me. Love you guys. All right, so as you know, those of you who have been with me know, I have been trying to do the parking method on this particular canvas. And it has been quite the struggle for me. I have gotten a lot of great advice from several of you, and I appreciate you guys so much for trying to help me out. That means the world to me. And I did take some advice and went and checked out Stitchery Lover's channel to see how she does it. And I did see, at least in the one that I watched a recent one where she started a new canvas. And I see that what she does is she basically starts in, I would say the bottom row, but she started at the top, so it'd be the top row. But she basically works, she would, when you flip it around, she basically would work from this bottom line, and she would do this line. Like if she were doing these little blue lines here, she would do these, and she'd probably go ahead and move it up, maybe do these two, but then she would go and park it straight up to the next one, where that next symbol is available, if there is one. And then she would move over to the next one, do that one, and then again park it up. So constantly working the row and moving the threads up. Or in her case, opposite, because she's working from the top. She would be doing the top row, working her way down. So we're going to, anyway, we've already started this in the lower corner. This is where I'm staying. So we're going to try that. But first, I want to work all these that I have in my way, out of my way. And then we will start from over here and try that moving up. And I also saw how one of you had shared with me, it looked like the ladder method, like maybe do this square, then do these squares, and then this square, and it kind of moving at a diagonal. I don't know. We'll see how much my brain can handle. This girl is old, and it's like trying to teach a dog new tricks. All right, so as I am filming this, it is, what is it? It is Wednesday, October 15th, again, 4:45 in the morning. And let us get with this. Hopefully I'll remember to pop up a little picture for you up in the corner, just so you can get a visual of the kit that we are working on while we work. Took it out of my little bobbin here. Let's see where we want to work, because right now my focus is just going to be like these up here. I think are fine. I can just move those up. Of course, I can do the best I can because I have cats, and oh, there's nothing they love more than a loose string. Okay, this one will be good for starting on our bottom row over here. But in the meantime, I need to work on getting these out of my way right here. Oops, sorry. Totally hit the camera there. I think a couple of you have also suggested I get the GoPro. I may do that one day, but right now, not in the budget. So we got to make do with what we have here. All right. So I think we'll just take one of these at a time. Now you guys are going to have to bear with me during this process until we really are able to get a good go at this, assuming that I'm able to stick with it. But I did find that very interesting, the way she did it. I feel like that might be doable. So we shall see. Okay. Gosh. All right, so which one is... Trying to figure out, these are so close together, I'm trying to figure out which one is going to which square. They look like they're going to the same... Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Drink some coffee, Jenny. Give me 1 second, and then I'm going to show you my bonehead. So I'm looking at these two, and I'm going, okay, which strand goes to which square down here? Which one is it, folks? Which one? Well, it is 2 strands that I'm stitching with, so yeah, they go to the same square. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Lordy. That's okay. We're all friends here. Okay, so this is for the little purple K's. As you can see, we have a whole 2 of them here. And I might go ahead and I'll do those and come over and grab these 3. Just because I did see her also move sideways a little bit into that next square. So I guess that's okay. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do that anyway until I get these particular ones out of the way so I can start fresh with what I learned from her. You would think it would be such a simple thing, but it is not a simple thing for my brain because my brain just doesn't work this way. We're going to try to train it though and see what happens. Never let it be said I didn't give it a good go. Okay. Got our needle threaded, and let us go ahead and grab these little purple K's. And again, hopefully it won't blur too much. This again is in the 16 count, I'm pretty sure. Either it's in the 16 count or my eyes are getting worse. Because it seems awful small. Come on. I'm also hoping by doing it the way that she did, especially for my counted, because if I can get the hang of it, look at this, I can't even find this square or this hole. Try it up here. I'm going to go on every one but it. But I'm hoping I can get the hang of it and do this for my Merry Mushroom Village picnics because that one's on 18 count, but it's different when it's not stamped. It's a little bit more easier to see the holes in the canvas. So I think it might be easier to stitch that by doing the parking method because you don't like this. I've got all these stitches all around, which makes it harder to tell what's what in here. So if I'm stitching row by row, I think it would help me keep track easier on counted projects. So we'll see. We'll see if I can make it work. All right, so we're going to do these 3, and then we're just going to move it out of the way. And go to the next. Now, by doing this, you might also spend time watching me having to get new floss and string it up, which is going to take more time. And as you know, our time is limited on these. So bear with me, my friends. Hopefully, as I get better at it, it will get easier. And eventually, hopefully, I'll have more time. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this one over here and park it. So she parks up, but there are no K's up here. So I'm parking it over here where there are some. My preference would have been to go straight up. Like you see a lot of these red slashes. That'll be nice to have some, you know, something that you can actually stitch on a little bit there. But my preference would be to work up like she did, which is always keeping these kind of out of the way. But in this case, there were no K's here to drop this floss. So it makes no sense to me to end it and just, you know, move the floss out of the way. When I have them right here, I'm just going to park it right there. Okay, so which one do we want to do next? Now see, I don't even have everything parked for all of these. So I'll have to get some more to finish up those little holes. But for now we're going to do these little blue V's. See, we only have 2. See, so doing the parking method on camera means, from what I can tell, spending a lot of time getting new threads. So hopefully you don't mind. Let me know if you do. Don't be shy. Okay. Grab these 2. And then we'll figure out where we can park this one at. There's a lot of confetti in this corner, right? I mean, look at this one little patch right here. This is probably not even, let's see, maybe almost 250 stitches, just this section right here, because it does have the extra rows at the bottom. Not quite, looks like maybe 240 stitches, this section. Look at all the different colors in it already. It'd be nice to reach some patches where I can actually get some stitching that's not changing floss constantly. All right, let me get... Now see, if I was doing this row by row, it'd be easier to see where that hole was that I just went into. All right, so that was blue V's. And look at, I don't even see another one till way up here. And I hate jumping that far or over here. But let's see. If I put it up here, so I'm trying to be strategic. There's only like 2 blue V's right here. And then none up above it. So again, I think I'm going to move it this way, because otherwise I'm going to wind up going up here eventually, doing 1 V and then cutting it off. So that makes, again, no sense to my brain. So we're going to move it over here so we can maximize this strand. Okay. All right. Now... let us look at just in this one little section right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different, and then if you include this one, 5, 6, 7 different colors in those squares right there. Wow, that's just crazy. All right, well, let me get out my floss and my little paper chart here, and let's figure out what we're doing. Okay, so may as well start with the furthest one over, which is that little kind of half moon sort of green symbol there. And let's see what that one is. That one, at least this one doesn't have any blends. So there's that. All right, so number 48 or 910. These are in numerical, so it'll be 48. All right, so let me get a strand of that. Do let me know, guys, if you just are not here for having to watch me do this. If otherwise, I will just try to, I don't know, figure something out. I certainly don't blame you if you're not wanting to see me figuring this out and, you know, having to constantly get strands. All right, let's see. So we'll get this one strung up and do our 1 or 2 symbols that we have here, and then move that one. I can't wait to get to these areas where they have a little bit more stitching on the same color. It is a very busy picture, though. I don't know, maybe not the best one for a stitch along, but it's so beautiful. It's going to be so beautiful when it's done. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let us go ahead and get this little green half moon thing here. See, it wants to go in every hole this morning, but the one I want it to. And again, I think part of that problem is because of all the stitches already around it. Okay. I don't think this one, this green one here, I don't know how well you guys can see the symbols, but I don't think this one here is the same one. I think it's one of these thicker green lines. So I think this one would be the next one up here. And then there's one up above it. Okay, and then we got one here. And then we have some over here. But I think for now we're just going to park this because there's a whole... Do I already have... Hold on one second. No. Okay, for a moment there I thought... What is this one? I think I have that. That looks like the same color. But I have it parked on... I don't know what I did. I have that parked on a finished strand. Interesting. Is it interesting? Not really, no. Because I think these look the same. Let me see something. Yeah, I think those are the same. Wow. Okay. See? What a bonehead. So these are both. So that's for that one. So I don't want to... All right. So where's the one that I just did? So I don't want to park that one over here because I already have some parked over here for those ones. So where would be one this way? See, I don't even see any. Oh yeah, way over here. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and do that for now. I don't like to really jump from there to there, but it's not too bad. Actually, I'll do this bottom one. But I can already tell already that when I do these, there's going to be nowhere to go. So, well, way up here, I guess. All right, got to move the cat. All right, everybody ready for their morning hello to Starfire? One moment. There she is. Hey, good morning, Starfire. Say good morning to everybody. And, oh, she's acting like she's not doing nothing. Like she wasn't just putting her paws underneath there. See how innocent she pretends to be? I'm not doing nothing. Lies. All right. Let me get it set back up. Okay. Fix this. I don't know what's going on with this thing this morning. It's like all kinds of wonky. Okay. All right. 1 second. All right, so Bella went and got her toes stuck in the blind, so I had to rescue her. Okay, now what are we going to do? Well, for now, I think I'm going to get this one out of the way and take care of this big red slash right here. How many times have I changed the needle already? We're already at almost 20 minutes, everybody, and I haven't stitched hardly anything. Goodness. I think for the next video, I might go ahead and just string at least all the colors for this bottom row. So we're ready to start from the bottom and move up. Let me know what you think. Or let me know if you're tired of watching me even try to do this and just want me to go back to my usual way of stitching. I completely understand. All right, so let's get this big red slash, which is different from these skinny red slashes. And then figure out where the next one, oh, there's one way down here that I missed. So I'll go ahead and grab that one. See, a lot of these stitches they're few and far between. Like there's, where did I just saw them? There's more right here, up here, but from way down here. So frustrating. All right, however, there is more over here, so we're going to go ahead and park it this way. If I could get it in, there we go. All right, so we're going to park that one. Okay, now let's get, I guess we'll do these little, I'm not even sure, it looks like little brown or purple peas. So let's see what that one is. Okay, I think that one is here. Let me just make sure there's not one that looks just like it. No, okay. So that is going to be number 20, which is the color 520. Yeah. All right, let's see what color that one is. I'm sure another shade of green. Oh, that's not, where's the one I had? All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull that one out. Number 20 is going to be, yep, another shade of green. Stop acting shocked. That is going to be this color. Put it against that white so you can see it. Hopefully it picks up well with this bright lighting. So let us get one of those. Okay. I'll probably at least try to cut out the parts like this where I'm just trying to get another strand of floss to help out a little bit. I may try, if I get a chance to, I may try to stitch on this a little bit by myself to try to get it going. We'll see. It's hard because I got a lot of things that I'm working on, including my Merry Mushroom Village picnic. For a little over a week now, I have been trying to do a minimum of 50 stitches a day on that. And so far, I've been good. I am in that a little over a week, maybe a week and a half that I have been doing that. I have gotten over 600 stitches into it, which is pretty good considering my previous goals was only to get 500 for the month. Because again, I am working on other projects. So it is hard for me to work on with my shoulders being like they are. Sorry for my arm shooting across. I had to move a toe. A cat toe. That's her getting in the light because she's nosy. See, I can't even see where the hole is for this one because it's in the weeds. Maybe I could do, no. All right. Oh, what did I do? Oh my gosh. We are going to do the loop start here. Actually, you know what? Let me put it down and try to put it down in this corner. See, some of these, the needle just doesn't want to even go in the hole anymore because it's already got 3 stitches around it that have gone into that hole. So it no longer wants to go in there. All right. We knew this one was going to be a challenge, my friends. You get to watch me try to learn. Yay! Aren't you excited? Okay. Hopefully, though, I'll get a chance to work on this a little bit by myself to get it going. Oh, come on. Can't wait to have all these middle of the canvas ones done so I can see how much easier it is doing it, you know, line by line. So it's not so hard getting the needle through. I've never had such a challenge stitching like that. But again, this is a 16 count, and each of these already have 3 stitches going through those holes. Okay, so we got one more brown pea over here. That one was a little bit easier. It didn't have 3. That one wasn't too bad. So I'm sure going by row it's going to be easier. Just time consuming, at least to begin with, until we hit areas that have more of the symbol. All right, so we're going to go over here and park that pea. Because again, the closest one up here would be this one way over here. And there's just not a whole lot of them. There's one clear up here. There's a couple over here. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to park it over here. See, the bad part about that is, though, now these are all going to be in my way as I'm moving up. That's why it would have been handier to go this way. Well, I think either way that's going to happen. I don't know. I need to watch more of her video again and see what she does. Because I only got to watch a portion of it before I had to get busy doing something. It's always something. Okay. All right, so we're already at over 28 minutes. Let me try, what time is it? Take a sip of my coffee and try to get it a little bit more. Because I feel like I've gotten next to nothing done. Look at one of these V's, one over here. This one's kind of a frustrating canvas to do on camera. Okay. All right, so let's just go ahead and do it. We gotta get it done. So purple or brown V, what color is that? 15, color 320. Okay, that is going to be this lighter green. Let me get one of those. Okay. That'll probably be the last one. In fact, I'm sure, well, I don't know. There's only one of those, so maybe not. Let's see. Raise your hand if you're frustrated for me. This is really, with this many different color changes, this is quite the challenge. Okay, let's see. Starfire at least is being a good girl. She's still laying over here, but she turned around and laid the other way now. I have my basket of whips that I'm currently working on right there, and she's just kind of messing with that a bit. All right, let's go ahead and get this V. This girl has the stinky toots. Everybody, sorry if that's TMI, but man, oh man, this girl's got the stinky toots. Okay, see, let's see. And see, again, no purple V's up this way. Oh, that's so frustrating. All right, so let me go and park it over here. All right, let us make sure I don't have hold on one second. Make sure I don't have one for purple already, those purple slashes. And I do, but it's up here. So we're going to leave that there because there are a bunch of purple ones going up. I don't have a purple one for over here. So we're going to grab another one. All right, and that one is... I guess once you have a bunch of them strung, at least they will already be strung and you just move your way up, right? As long as there's some to move up too. All right, let's see. Where's the purple slash? All right, I think that one is 890, number 43. There's a slight color difference, like on the canvas here it looks purple, but in the book it looks more blue. But that is definitely it because there isn't a purple one. So that is it. All right, so that is number 43, 890. Okay, and number 43, wow. How can that be? Oh yeah. I was going to say, because there's a whole lot of the purple slashes on this canvas. And look at, this is all that is on, can't even hardly see it for the floss around it. That's all that is on here. This one right here. I'm like, wow, that's not hardly anything. That's not going to be enough. But sure enough, that is the one that I have this whole extra baggie for. Huh. Okay, let us get a strand of this one. We might actually get to do a couple stitches. Wow, let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you are stitching or diamond painting or crocheting, knitting, doing something and not watching everything I do. And right now I'm very thankful for that because you're probably bored out of your mind if you were watching. Do let me know. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Try to do this for a few more minutes here. Make it a little longer, I guess, just because I'm not getting very far in the stitching, but I look at it this way. I'm getting far in the prepping because as I move up, I will have these already ready to go. But after all the wonderful advice and ideas that you guys gave me, I felt like I just really needed to give it a go. Okay, so let's start at this purple one right here. And grab this one. What? Blind as a bat, can't see what I'm doing. Okay, that's our loop start. I think I will do like her and grab this one that's right next to it, even though it's in the next square. And I heard recently, too, that when you are doing the parking method, it is good to go over a little bit like that when stitching and not to do strictly square by square because I guess it can create column lines. I just saw somebody who had I don't even know how many stitches, tens of thousands of stitches into this counted stitch. And they were trashing it because of all the column lines, because they did square by square. So maybe that is why Amy, I think it's Amy over at Stitchery Lovers, she would like go over and grab this one. So you're not strictly doing the square by square. Now we're going to come back up here, get back in line. Hopefully my head hasn't been in the way. All right, then we're going to move it up to this top square up here. And move that one out of the way. Okay, then we are going to do these red ones right here. And then we'll just have this, let's see this big fat green slash. Look at it. I don't see, I should, honestly, if I hadn't been doing this on camera, I probably would just grab this with one of the green ones I did around it, just because look at, there's not a single another one anywhere near that one. All right, so let's see, the red slash, that one is, that is 310 black. Okay. Oops, which was number what? I gotten so used to stitching a lot of my stuff by DMC number. I forgot I need this one. I need the number 10. Okay. And I don't leave my floss out, so I keep putting it away, pulling it back, putting it away, pulling it back, because Starfire would have herself a heyday. Look at how much of this 310 there is. Look at this. Wow. Can't even see the colors around it because there's so much of it. All right. So let me get a strand of this. This will be our last one, everybody, for today. And then hopefully I'll get a little bit of time before the next video to get some little bit done on this, to try to get a handle on it before the next video. We'll see what happens though. No promises. You know how my life is. As soon as I get done here, I'll probably grab a banana so I don't get sick from the coffee. And then I got to head off to work. And then I'll be gone for like 10, 11 hours. 11 hours. Maybe more. I'm not even sure anymore. I usually leave here about 5:45 in the morning. And I get home, depending on how bad traffic is, anywhere from about 4:25 to 10 to 5. So I guess that could be actually, yeah, that would actually be about 11 hours. Okay. So let me grab these red ones right here. Again, we're going to do that loop start. Sorry if you hear that noise. Starfire is over in one of my baskets full of projects. I'm telling you, no respect for people's things. Okay. Oh, look at, I got a little green moon right here that I missed. Right there. I'll probably come back and try to grab that one off camera. Okay. I really need to suck this coffee down. I make the coffee and then it gets cold and I don't drink half of it. I know one of you have this canvas. I remember you saying you got it. I think you said you got it like a year ago, and I hadn't even seen it before getting it. And I think I asked in the last one, I asked if you were stitching on this one, and I don't remember seeing an answer. Come on. And I just got to make sure I don't have another red slash parked over here before I figure out where I'm putting it. All right. All right, so I don't see another one there. So I'm going to go ahead and park it because everything else looks like it's for something different. So I'm going to park that one on this red slash right here. I always park in the lower left corner because that's where I typically start all my stitches. Every once in a while you'll see me start from the upper right and go to the lower left, but that's only if I'm having problems getting the stitch in the lower left, or if I just pulled a stitch out of here. Obviously I can't put the needle back in there and pull it out. But those are the only two reasons why I would do it that way. But all right, that is where we're going to leave it off for today. Hopefully when you see this next, I will have went ahead and filled this in, and we'll start our row by row and see how that goes. And we'll see if I'm going to keep to it or not. Or if I wind up doing like I had talked about doing and just doing one strand at a time, find all the stitches wherever they are, and then come back to the next one and do the same thing. We'll see what happens. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I feel like I tried your patience on this one. Do let me know. Please let me know. Because if this isn't fun for you, then, you know, I don't want to do that to you. So, all right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, if this was your first video, please go check out that playlist, because I promise you they're not all as crazy as this one. And I do a monthly floss tube where I catch you up on everything I've worked on, both counted and stamped. So be sure to check that out. Consider hitting that subscribe button, that notification bell. That way you are notified when I upload my videos. And again, if you have not already given me a thumbs up, please go ahead and hit that. It just helps me out and helps other people find their way to me in this wonderful cross-stitch or crafty community. And yeah, that is it. I love you guys. I hope you will all be very safe. I hope you will always be blessed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.